Reba here. Welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. So this week is clean up the yard, clean out the garage week. So I've got a hot mess going on. I've got to clean up all the trash out in the yard. You guys, I'm going to keep it real. I still haven't done anything with those little containers here, but I have got them cut up so that I can use them when I need to. So what I need to do this week, probably today sometime, is come out here, and it'll honestly will probably be this evening when I go and pick these up, because I am very fair skinned and I sunburn really easy, and so I don't want to be spending any length of time out in the sun during the heat of the day like it is right now. So it's only like 68 degrees out, but the sun, when you stand in the sun, I'm fair skinned, you guys have seen me. So I need to clean up all of the gardening stuff, organize it back behind the shed, like all of the pots over here, the big pots that I'm not using right now, and organize everything so everything looks nice and orderly. Get this lawn mowed. Well, there's not much lawn, but there is a lot of weeds, and I want to get the taller weeds cut down. And I'm going to have my kids come and help me with that, and they can earn a little bit of money. Whatever I have in my purse, I guess, is what whoever decides they want to mow the lawn, that's the one that's going to get the money. So, yeah. And I moved the greenhouse up under the house. Now, I was out here in the greenhouse earlier this morning, and it was like 62 degrees at that point, and it was 70 degrees inside of the greenhouse. So let's come in here, and now it's in shade most of the day now, and it's really dark in here, as you can kind of see. It's not good lighting. I might need to move it out a little bit out from underneath the edge of the house, but I was just trying this out, you guys, to see how it would be for this winter. So it's going to be fairly dark in here for this winter. I might be able to actually hang some lights inside of here. Maybe some of those like Christmas lights or something up here at the top. Something that won't be, or maybe something that can just hang. They have those battery operated lights, so that might help with video, so if things aren't so dark in here. So I am noticing that in the viewfinder. Okay, there we go. I had to tap the screen a little bit, but it is kind of dark in here in the greenhouse. So I will probably be needing to, invest in like a couple little lights that I can just hang. This was the snow damage right here. It comes all the way back to this middle section now from the weather. The plastic is actually relatively okay right here, so I might be able to get some tape and just tape it up and be able to use the greenhouse a little bit longer. But it's been nice having the open vent because it was like 100 degrees out in the yard using the greenhouse. So it's actually decent. It's a little over 70 degrees, so we're almost up to 80 degrees. So about maybe 76, 77 degrees. And so yeah, it's not so bad. And but this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about having it right here for the winter, and I've already brought the strawberries in. They kind of anchor these pots with the dirt in it, actually kind of anchors the greenhouse down so that it won't blow over in the wind. And then I've got the posts on either side here, so if it does, it won't go too far. I might even be able to tie the greenhouse down or tie them to these posts right here, so that's good and everything. And yeah, so I'm thinking this will work out really good for my plants that need to stay in the greenhouse, or have a little bit more protection. And I'm going to be looking up like my guavas and that sort of thing. Right now it's 68 out in the yard, and it's about like 70. It's going up slowly in here. Probably because I'm in here and I'm talking. But yeah, so it's, above 75 degrees in the greenhouse. So It's actually decent growing conditions for starting seeds and that sort of thing. If I needed to start some seeds, I haven't started anything for the fall garden. My stuff just kind of like sits and then waits until winter and then starts growing again. That's what happened with my purple broccoli last year. I started it in the spring, grew like crazy, but didn't do anything. And then it started fruiting when spring was coming on this year. It was so weird. It took almost a full year for it to come into fruit. So learning when to plant things, that's my thing here. Some things I'm a lot better with, and other things not so much. But I'm just learning, just like everybody else out there. I don't claim to know everything. I do know some things, but I'm always learning. That's the best part. So everything seems to be doing good. Because I have it up under the house, I'm able to have things up a little bit higher, and I'm going to be watching as the day progresses and as it gets warmer how things are doing. When I angle up, it looks dark, and when I angle down, everything gets lighter. So I was trying to like see if I could have like everything down low for the most part, but it looks like I will need to put like a light up here so that I have a little bit better lighting. Here's my cinnamon basil, you guys. I sowed the seeds early in the season. My soil has moved around a lot. My onion did not do anything in this pot, you guys. It's dinky. I was just watching M.I. Gardner's thing about onions, and I clicked off the video right when he was talking about something about not recommending growing from sets, and these were sets. But in my defense, I'm going to go back and listen to his video when I have a little bit more time today. And because he's got really great videos. I really recommend him. If you guys are getting into gardening, M.I. Gardner, he's an excellent source of information. And so I would definitely recommend going over and listening to his videos on almost anything, almost everything, you know, related to gardening. So do that. But yeah, so my onion didn't do much. And this was an onion set. In my defense, they were gifted to me. I actually have a ton of onion seeds. I just haven't grown them yet because I just don't know enough about onions. And a lot of my seeds I purchased while I was abroad. And so, yeah, so I need to start growing them. So I'll be listening to his video today and seeing about when I should start growing those. And then I planted my cinnamon basil earlier this season, and only 2 of them are alive, but they've barely grown. And I am starting to think that coconut coir growing soil that I purchased at Walmart, the expert variety that I showed you guys in my past videos, there's just not enough nutrients in that soil. And I think that's why I'm not getting a very good growth rate to my vegetables. My vegetables had very yellow leaves, and I transplanted them. Now they've got bright, vibrant green leaves within like a matter of like a week or so. Stuff isn't growing in this soil mix. Now it's really great for starting seeds in, but the seedlings stay really dinky, really small for like ever. So really need to be fertilizing the soil. But if I use my fertilizer that I picked up, then it burns my seedlings and then they die. So I'm kind of stuck here trying to figure out, probably should blend up my bananas that kind of went bad a little bit and use that with some water mixture and fertilize my pots with some of that. That will put some nutrients into the ground, is what I'm thinking might help. So if anybody has any other tips, because I'm trying to source things around the house. But yeah, definitely I would recommend the pots that I have noticed that are doing good, that I use the coconut coir with, are the ones that I mixed a bag of worm castings into. And so it changed the color of the soil. But all the containers like this that I had along the fence, and this one here, I put just plain coconut coir growing the soil that grew. And so, yeah, they're not doing so great. I am seeing some better growth here now finally, but it's taken almost the whole season. And my strawberries were not doing so great over along the fence line, so that's another reason why I moved them. And I'm gonna get everything planted up a little bit better here very soon. So yeah, everything's looking pretty good, you guys. So all the berries, and then I'll focus on strawberries and that sort of thing. This is the bubble berries. I figured these might actually do better right up under here. They do get light here, not like direct light, of course. So I'm thinking maybe a grow light in here to add a little bit extra light might actually be beneficial. Now that it's up under the house, I can totally get away with having a light in here. And so I think I might do that. And I can get a light for like 14 bucks at Home Depot. I have one. I might be able to use that one, but I was going to use that one indoors for starting plants. So I'm going to be bringing a couple other things into here now, now that I've got this moved over here. And I've got my citrus trees are doing okay. Let's see. We'll move this one down here. I don't know if it's not that tall yet. So I've got my tangerine one here. I think the sun, it was getting a little bit too sunny for it. Maybe too much water. I don't know. And then this is the pink grapefruit. Not a lot of growth on these, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not sure if citrus trees just grow, take a long time to grow. I'm not sure. But my lemon verbena, you guys, oh my goodness, it is doing amazing. These are the cuttings that I took this year. These ones are going to be the ones that are going to be for sale, that I'll put up in my Etsy shop. I have, most of them are in this pot right here. And then these ones I'm okay with letting some of them go. But I was trying to build up my lemon verbena so that I have plenty of plants that I can start taking cuttings from and offering to people. So there's that. And I have things down here that are trying to grow and trying to root. We'll see how they do. And then I killed my St. John's wort that was in that pot. It got too dried out last week on a really, really hot day, and it just died. So I'm not too worried. I still have a ton of St. John's wort. And then my rosemary's doing really good. And I've got some Rainier cherries that are trying to set root in this pot over here. And then I think I had rose seeds planted in these. And then I don't remember. There's a aloe vera label on this, but I don't think that's aloe vera in there. I don't remember what I have planted in them. So yeah, I should have had my stakes, but I didn't. And then I don't know what this is growing in here. I have no clue what this is. It looks like it might be some sort of flower. I tried tasting one of the leaves because last year I had that lemon mint in here, but it doesn't look like lemon mint at all. And the lemon mint seeds, I think, just didn't do anything. These are wild roses that I had sowed some seeds for. And this is a weed, a dandelion. It's still down in there. But I just got stuck by one of the little thorns. Oh my goodness. So I've got, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like I got 6 of them. And I don't know what this is. And then I had some flowers or something planted in the back of that. More strawberries. So all the pink pots are going to have strawberries in them. And then I got strawberries that keep trying to grow. Here's the jackfruit trees. They didn't sell, and a lot of them died. This top part is dead on this one, so I need to cut that back. And then, but not too close, because then the dieback will cut into this branch here, and I don't want that to happen. But yeah, so I have the greenhouse up under here, and I've got to clean off the patio completely. I went through most of my son's toys and got rid of a bunch. These are the dead bananas that need to be put to use in the garden. I got the quince here. Now the root ball thing didn't work. I went back and watched another video, and this person said to cut away the bark around and not just scar it. And so I did that. I removed most of the most as much as I could because I had scarred it and it had healed over. So nothing was rooting on the quince. So I did that, got it wet, and then brushed on some of the rooting hormone, and then soaked the soil again, wrapped it back up really tight. And so hopefully now the top half of this will root. But as you can see here, I left these ones open, and the scratches that I put completely healed over, so nothing was going to root. So I'm going to try to just do the top portion of the tree for now, and if that roots, we'll check it in a few months, and if it roots, great. If it doesn't, I'm just going to cut off the tree at the break, because I don't want to put a whole lot of time in trying to air root something, because the limbs are going to start dying eventually, because this whole middle section is compromised, and I don't believe the tree is going to grow back together. So so yeah, this happened at the nursery. It wasn't something that happened here. It's a rescue plant, but I still have a tree down below, so totally the tree's totally going to be all right. It just has to have a new leader, which will probably be here. But I noticed there's nodes on these sections here that could put out branches, so there's still potential that's not too far down that we can get new structure from. So totally cool. I have my main lemon verbena out right here now, and then here is the white blackberries that I got from Baker Creek, and they are doing amazing. I had them in the greenhouse, and that really helped throw up new growth from the bottom of the plant. And so I've got all this new growth right down here at the bases of all of them now. And so this is really exciting, because these branches were really thin, and I was really worried that it wasn't doing a lot of growing at all. So I'm really excited to see this new growth coming from the base, and hopefully we'll see some good growth in this section. It gets good sunlight in the evening right here for a few hours, so that should be really great for them. And so I'm just so happy to see the growth on these. And so yeah, and so everything's looking pretty good. So that's what I did. And then yeah, cleaning the garage, cleaning the yard up, and making everything look really super nice. That's the goal, because I'm seeing the snake the other day. He was over here and he went out, and so now I've moved these over. Got a mow out in the yard, but the snake's hanging out over here along the fence, you guys. He's like totally hanging out over here. And so I was watering the plants, and I saw him slithering back behind. So yeah, he's out here hanging around and trying to hide. And I got a picture of him looking at me yesterday, and he turned around and was going away because he doesn't want to be next to me. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Click that bell button. As always, you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.